back against the wall. Gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
I always try to bring you guys movie news for movies that hit me in my core and I really get excited to talk about and I really want to talk about. And guys, this is one of those times. This one hit me right in my core. A Bakugan live action movie is happening. They already got a director set. This could have been just a tweet saying, oh, it's in the works, but who knows when it'll come out. But if this thing got to be coming out in the next few years because they already have a director set. Like, what the hell? The director is Brad Peyton. I have not heard that name before, but maybe I've seen this guy's work and I don't even know it. Let's go browse and see what this guy's done. Siri, bring up Brad Peyton movies. Oh, I've actually seen his work before. He's done some movies with The Rock. That's cool. Rampage. Well, that movie's got giant monsters, and Bakugan's all about giant monsters. Cat and dog movies. Okay, he's animal friendly. Dave Bautista movies. That Journey movie. A brand new Jason Momoa movie. Some creepy ass, scary ass horror movie in the corner right there. All right. He has worked with animals and monsters, so maybe this could work. Now, honestly, I hope the director knows exactly what he's going to get into with this movie, because Bakugan is not just about giant monsters fighting each other. That's one of the main things, but like, Bakugan's a card game. Like, that's a very strategic card game at that. I know some people will say, oh, the rules don't make sense, but they're pretty straightforward to me. You just got to... In the first season, it's gate cards and ability cards. And then you throw your monster, and they fight each other. If you get 3 rounds. If you lose all 3, you lose. You have to use ability cards to gain your Bakugan's power, and gate cards to set traps or gain power. And if you have enough, and they go by a point system called G's. If you have more points than your opponent, you can beat the shit out of them, and then if you knock them out, they're out. If you do that 3 times, you win. Simple. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably like, Jesse, that sounded like a total convoluted, wordy clusterfuck of a sentence. It can definitely be a lot for newcomers, that's for sure, but it's not that hard to follow. That's my point. I grew up watching this show. When I would go on Cartoon Network and I would see Bakugan playing, and I'm like, all right, let me give this a shot. This is the only time, this is like my first glimpse into anime, and I'm not that huge on anime to begin with, but this is the one I always loved. I always loved the pretty colors, the monsters fighting, the cards, the characters, the music. Oh my God, the music. I just hope Brad Peyton understands that there's a strategic game that comes with the monster fighting. And if you make a good, simple way to display that in a movie and have some really intense, awesome fights, we could have something really cool here. It could be like Pacific Rim, like a new version of that, kind of. Actually, no, more like the Monsterverse movies. We already see movies about big-ass kaijus fighting each other. This is basically another version of that, except it's a card game, has stakes, has players, winners and losers. And the characters are great. You have a lot to work with. We have these are the characters: Dan Kuso, Marucho, Shun, Julie, Runo, Alice. The bad guys: Masquerade, Hal G, and Naga. If you're going off the first series in this first movie, then those are your characters right now. Because Bakugan has different characters in the different seasons of the show, because there's 4 seasons, and every season has returning characters from the first series and new coming characters. But for this first one, just stick with those characters that sit in the beginning. Every time I saw a battle on that show, I was hyped, very hyped, and because of the story and the way it was progressing, I was like, you literally didn't know who was going to come out on top. Maybe you could now, but like back then I was like, who's going to win this? And maybe even now, some people who haven't seen the show and barely watching it, who's going to win? How is this going to happen? Because sometimes the show can do something very unexpected and you're just like, ugh. Also, the Bakugan designs, I'm not talking about the ball forms, I'm talking about the actual monster forms. Dragonoid, oh my God, that dude's a fucking savage, bro. Tigrera, Runo's Bakugan, she's a fierce cat lady, warrior. Marucho's Bakugan, Preyas, so he's a funny dude, but he knows how to get shit done. Shun's Bakugan, Skyrus, oh my gosh, she's graceful but deadly. Julie's Bakugan, Gorum, very tough bastard. And Alice was just a strategic mind, person who knew how to do everything and could feed them plays, and also a very nice lady, very nice girl. They look very cool, very sleek, very vibrant in the show, but if they're gonna do those characters in live action, I hope it doesn't look so weird, uncanny valley vibes. Honestly, you just gotta make, I don't know, you gotta make like whole new designs. What they probably were gonna do that anyway for these live action versions. But I just hope they look cool. I hope they don't look like a CGI mess. I hope they look intimidating and real. I would like to see just the good characters, the good monster Bakugans as they're supposed to be acting, the nice strategic game that Bakugan has always been, but super hype and engaging like it is in the show. And also, I want the stories to be good. I just want the battles. The battles are like the biggest selling point, the biggest marketability thing. And I want them to be super engaging. Like you're on the edge of your seat, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Holy shit. And when this guy wins, you're like, oh yeah. And then when this other person loses, you're like, oh. I just hope that the characters, the human characters, are well casted. You could have some actors we know, but some actors we don't know. I don't know. Let's just see how they fit into the role, and hopefully they do a good job. But Dan Kuso, especially him, he's a cocky dude, bro. And I need that to... He's cocky, but like in a way that's like, he just shits on the bad guys. Like, and his opponent. Well, not really his opponent, more like just the people who deserve it. Like the bad guys. He just... When he's cocky, like in this.
Can't believe you beat my rogue battalion in Garganoid.
Hate to break it to you, Shuji, but beating you isn't rocket science. So, you ready to lose? Your Ventus? Yeah, it's almost mine! Wow, I'm impressed. But if you think you're the only one holding an ace, you're wrong. This geek is going down. Look what I have here. It's your name, and it's spelled out loser. Don't worry, guys. You can count on me. If that Dorcas comes anywhere near me looking for a battle, I'll win everyone's Bakugan back, including your Terraclaw, Runo. That masked moron's going down.
You see what I mean? That's something they need to get right with this character in the live action movie. That's for sure needs to happen. We all have that character in a movie that acts the coolest, says the coolest things, and talks his shit and acts like a total G. We need this for TikTok edits. Like, come on. You know, another thing they gotta get right? They gotta get the music, bro. The music needs to get right. Either get the music from the original series or just integrate that in a great score. Because during those battles, the music goes absolutely insane. Stupid, nutty. Like, that makes the battle so freaking hype for me. Sometimes I would just watch an episode just to see a battle just for the music. Here, take a listen. Tell me if I'm lying.
Bakugan Brawl! Bakugan Stand!
Dragonoid?
Ah, when he releases me, I can move around freely in this world.
Here it comes, Drago. Ability card, activate!
Ready?
Field obey! Geek card set! Now concentrate.
Your move.
Sensing power surge.
This one's for the history books! Release Ultimate System now! What is that? Ah! Nice try! Ability activate! Ultimate Striker! Ability activate! Burning Infinity! Ability activate! Powered laser! This should end it! Ability activate! Galactic Dragon!
Fusion ability activate! Wishmo!
You think that's gonna take down Drago?
Battle gear, boom!
Come on, you know that would be so cool to hear though that hype ass music in a score for a movie in either a Dolby theater or an IMAX theater. Come on, you know you want it. I want it, and I hope Brad Peyton and whatever studio's making this makes something great. They put some good work on that thing. They got some good characters, good cast, all the music, great battles, and intense fights. That's all I want. A great Bakugan movie. And who knows, if this is good, it can pave the way for more childhood animes. We can get a Yu-Gi-Oh movie, we get a Beyblade movie, a Digimon movie, another Pokemon movie. Who knows, man? The possibilities are there. God, I want this to be good. Please be good. But thank you guys for listening to me talk about this and gush over it. And freaking, this hit me deep. I want this movie to come out. I want this to be good. Please. And hopefully Bakugan could be in people's good graces. Because sometimes people will be like, oh, Bakugan, the anime from Cartoon Network. Yeah, it was kind of goofy, but I didn't really remember it. I haven't really kept up on it. No, I hope this movie is like, oh yeah, Bakugan is the shit. I want that to be happening. That's a good, and they go back and watch the original show. Like, come on, that's all I want. Put some respect on Bakugan's name. Have it be in your good graces. But I always love talking movies with you guys. Keep it locked. See you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Take care.